Andoni, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, man,
Thank
it's
you.
good.
Thank you to you for inviting me.
Yeah, it's good times. Where are you located?
I'm living now in Vietnam, in a city called Da Nang, in the coast.
Okay, it's beautiful
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's amazing. Good weather. Yeah, good life in general.
Oh, good, good. Sounds good over there. All right, so you're into exercise, and what why do you do what you do?
Okay. I always have been exercising, but more than 2 years ago, I decided to change my life because before I was also in kind of a bad habits lifestyle with alcohol, drugs. So I was dealing with those addictions. And since I decided to change my life, I stopped all that. I focused 100% in training. And now it has been and it is one of my bases, my supports for my life change and for the way I see life nowadays.
All right, so when you look at exercise, there's a lot of benefits. There's the physical benefit, but there's also the mental health benefit. How does that play more or less into how you teach your classes that you go after?
Yeah, definitely agree. So usually we think that training is just for a physical result. And
Hmm.
what people can't see often is how good is for your mental health in terms of being more strong, more resilient, and also it's a good way to handle and manage your emotions. So emotionally, not just mentally, emotionally also is so important because when you are training, you are focused and you connect with the present moment. So that allows you to to be aware of what's going on in your body, in your mind, and I feel that that is the most powerful thing about training. In terms of discipline, that is something that I talk a lot about, and also about habits and routines.
Yeah.
So yeah, you train to be healthy, but be healthy is not just to have a healthy, strong body. That is so important. It's also to have a healthy and a strong mind, and that discipline is what gives like all your habits are related to training, sleep, nutrition. There are like different factors that are aligned with training and what makes your life better, in just physically, mentally, and emotionally.
No, I totally agree. And I like how you bring in nutrition and also sleep into that equation too. It's not just the physical, it's the round trip between everything. They all connect for a
Mm.
healthy lifestyle, a healthy body.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, because if you realize you can train very hard, but if you are not eating good, like real food, you will not have the energy to continue in that level of training. And same, if you don't rest, if you don't sleep, your quality of your sleep is not good. You can't maintain your training. So yeah, as you said, it's like something that is connected completely.
So I see this picture. I'll post it right here too. And it's the difference between, say, 2 years ago and now. What was the difference that made you want to go after like your healthy lifestyle now, your exercise lifestyle now, compared to like 2 years ago?
This is the decision of changing my life because when I was taking alcohol, drugs, I was not just bad physically. Also, I was depressed with no illusion for the next day, just surviving. And when I stopped that, I discovered that it is another way to live life. So that I and I connect that mindset of being stronger and choosing what is good for you. I direct it to training. So training has been like the change, one of the changes to make this happen. So, and what I talk a lot about is like, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. So the way I have achieved this change is being committed with myself, putting the daily effort and being consistent. That's how I have changed a lot in the past 2 years.
So when you're training, and training at like every day is very difficult, but training every other day is difficult too. You know, you get mental blocks, you get barriers with life, with physical abilities. What makes you push past those physical abilities and continue to train like you do?
Yeah, for me, it's the mindset I have developed around training. So when, like, talking about my experience, when I was in the dark place of addictions and that depressed feeling during long years, like, you started some suffering in your body. And for me now, training is the way to release a lot of things and also prove to prove to myself who I am and who I want to be. It's like a personal challenge. And when I'm training, I that is the internal dialogue I have. Like, I tell to myself, I have to do this because I have to be better. I have to show and prove to myself what I'm able to do.
Yeah.
And when you get to that point, you realize that you have the power to choose what you can or you can't do.
Yeah, and it's like a competition between yourself.
Mm.
Always bettering yourself. It's not against somebody else because
And
they're going to do their own competitions. Is about you and competing against yourself.
definitely, that is a very good point, and that is what I do. Like, that's why I track my numbers of I do calisthenics, my rounds, my reps. Everything is in my mind because I want to know that I'm improving, and that is a good way to do it. And also another point, important point to this question is like never go back. That is something that I tell to myself a lot. I don't want to go back to who I was and the life I had before. So when I'm training, it's like I tell to myself, are you going to stop now? No, it's not an option to stop. So I plan a workout in the beginning and I have to finish because that is how I prove to myself.
So when you're training, is there a specific type of training that you do? I think earlier you mentioned calisthenics, but what is the training that you like to do?
Okay, so yeah, the past 2 years I'm so focused on calisthenics, but
And
in cali,
calisthenics, and that's
see,
that's pretty much pushing yourself with your body. So body weight
yes, yes,
exercise. Yeah.
body weight exercise. You can put extra weights too. I used to do it. Now I'm not doing it that much, but yeah, I work in basics. Like, for me, what it works is to do basic exercise. I don't have like a very difficult workout, but I'm focused on technique and control. That's why I work in basic exercise like push-ups, dips, pull-ups, squats, lunges, like, and then I have a range of different exercises. But where I'm so focused and what I teach to my clients, to my students, is technique. Because when you have control about your body and you do the proper technique, you become stronger, you avoid injuries, and you are aware of how your body moves. So I think that is the key, and that is has been my focus on the last 2 years, like becoming more specific in the technique, more sharp, and then when you have that base of a good posture, a good movement, then you can build. And you can build up like rounds, reps, and go increasing your numbers and what you are able to do.
One of the things I think we both believe is like exercise is universal. It could be for everybody, but also when you look at everybody, they also have their own personal habits too. So, what are some of the habits that you focus in on when you bring these exercise out to yourself or else, also your clients?
I think, as I was saying before, like training requires different to have different habits in your life. Like for example, um, talking about nutrition and sleep. For example, something that I'm doing is like having an early dinner to digest my food, then to sleep better, and my body has time and energy to to recover those cells that need to
Yeah,
be recovered instead of being uh, doing the digestion and putting all the energy on that. So those, for example, those are two examples of those habits that I view them like around training, because then that allows me also to wake up early, to wake up with energy, and that is like the key to have a good training and a good performance
and a good day. So
and
you
a good
build
day.
so you build it up with good sleep, good nutrition, and then you bring in the what you want to go after, which is the physical portion of the exercise,
Mm.
and then all around it's a good day.
See, normally yes, yeah, you have more chances to have a good day. Also,
Yeah.
like I also do meditation. I also do breath work. I'm doing ice bath here in Vietnam too, almost every second day. So, and that is how I help people, because I those simple areas of your life that are the most important ones. If you work on those areas and you are able to create new routines, new habits, is how your life change. That is how I changed my life. And someone that is, for example, in addiction can go out from there working in these areas. Because when you are focused on this, you don't have time to drink, to take drugs. You are focused on good sleep, good nutrition, training, your job, your relationships, to be connected with yourself. That is how I see life now, and that is the mindset and the knowledge I try to give people.
That's great. Yep. For a better day, for a better life.
That's it, man.
So as you have your platform with Instagram and then outward talking with people, what is it that you want to help people the most with?
For me, like my main goal and my purpose is to help people to go out from addictions. But when I talk from addictions, is from suffering, because alcohol and drugs are the consequence of not fixing the root of the problems that are causing that you have create those habits. So my main goal is to help people to stop suffering and create a better life from themselves. So here I'm training people in person. I like it, and I see that I help people, because in my trainings also I talk a lot about mindset, about emotions. So it's like a combination of physical, mental, and emotional. Platform of Instagram is to to help people mainly to go out from addiction. People that is struggling with drugs, alcohol, suffering, in a depressive mindset. And what I'm doing is to explain and let them see that it's possible, that they can go out from that lifestyle and create a better one. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing in Instagram. talking, showing my life, showing my journey also, and yeah, the main goal, my purpose is that to help people to have a better life.
Wonderful, man. Yeah, well, it's a great cause, and wish you all the best. That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.